Hello students. So we discuss in today's presentation types of intermittent fevers. This first variety, that is sporadic type of fever seen in individuals, the treatment is selection of the similimum called as homeopathic specific remedy according to the totality. If this remedy is not curative, then confirm that patient is not under the influence of marshy area. Remove that cause. And it says that psoric miasm is in the background. So we have to treat this underlying psoric miasm by giving anti-psoric remedy. Now we go to the aphorism 241, where the second variety of intermittent fever is described. So here it is an epidemic type of intermittent fever. Every epidemic intermittent fever is considered to be a peculiar, new and uniform character. It is common to all the individuals who are affected, and more or less they give same symptoms. So form the totality of symptoms, and it is suitable to the all the cases. So totality will be same in most of the cases, and give the remedy accordingly. Here, people who enjoyed health before the occurrence of epidemic and those who have not developed SORA, then these are not the cases which are endemic. Endemic means what? Disease which is present throughout the year. So endemic diseases are chronic in nature and the cause is SORA. So the first variety, the epidemic diseases, take the totality of few patients as it is given the guidelines by Dr. Hahnemann in aphorism number 100 called as genus epidemicus. So form the totality, and whatever remedy suitable to all the cases is given. Now people who have enjoyed health before the occurrence of epidemic and not have developed SORA, they will be cured. These cases are not of endemic variety. Endemic variety means what? Endemic disease means the intermittent fever or malaria present throughout the year. If we are treating endemic case, then these are chronic in nature and the cause is SORA. So in this case, you will have to give anti-soric remedy. So basically, in this variety of epidemic type, give genus epidemicus, and those which have no underlying psoric miasm which is developed will get cured by genus epidemicus. So in this 242 aphorism, again the epidemic type of intermittent fever. If in such epidemic intermittent fever, the first paroxysm is left uncured or treated or rather weakened by improper allopathic treatment by drugging quinine, then the inherent SORA which was in the latent stage develops. Here the medicine which would have been useful in first few paroxysms, which was similimum but not antisoric, is no longer effective. Thus the medicine which would have been useful in treating the first few paroxysm, if it would have been a similimum, then the patient would have been cured. But it is not antisoric and is no longer effective. As this remedy was a similimum, it is not a deep acting antisoric which was given, so it is no longer effective. So what is the treatment? Minute and rarely repeated doses of So minute dose and rarely repeated means only 1 or 2 doses of heparsult or sulfur in high potency is sufficient. Okay, so what is Dr. Hahnemann's final instructions in this variety? Epidemic variety, give genus epidemicus. Okay, so epidemic variety, give genus epidemicus. And those cases which have not developed SORA will get cured by genus epidemicus. If you find endemic diseases, they become chronic in nature and cause is SORA. Okay. So I think no confusion in this understanding of treatment of epidemic disease. And now here in this aphorism, the instruction is that if the first paroxysm, the proper similimum is not given, and if it is being drugged by allopathy, then what is to be done? Then the antisoric is needed. The inherent sora which was in latent stage develops and the antisoric is needed. Okay. So this alone similimum will not be sufficient. And here you will have to give the minute and rarely repeated doses of heparsulf or sulfur in high potency. Okay, so we go further. 243rd aphorism, that is the pernicious fevers in single persons not residing in marshy district. So what are pernicious? Pernicious means harmful effects. So those individuals who are not residing in marshy district, that is in the marshy area, there are chances of endemicity. So here Dr. Hahnemann is very clear that he is considering this variety of pernicious fevers in single persons but not in the marshy area. So similimum is selected like acute variety as we have seen in the first case. Okay, and as well in the second case. This similimum is not antisoric but a well proved medicine. If recovery is deferred, then SORA is in the background and antisoric medicines can effect a radical cure. Okay, so again third variety you have to give the indicated remedy, and if the SORA is in the background you require to give antisoric to bring about radical cure. So in this fourth variety, endemic fevers in the marshy district. So here the intermittent fevers which are endemic in marshy districts and tracts of countries, that is in the countryside, in the villages, are frequently exposed to such marshy air. A healthy man in his youth becomes habituated to this marshy place and remain in good health because his system has been adapted. If he takes proper diet and regimen, he remains in health even if fatigue or pernicious, that is harmful effects, or pernicious passions, that is he will remain in health even if he is having the overexertion or some harmful effects or some habits he is having. Still he can remain in the health because he is taking proper diet and regimen. Intermittent fevers, which are endemic here, attack him on his first arrival. So treatment is 1 or 2 small doses of highly potentized Syncona with proper diet and regimen will free him from the disease. But in spite of good exercise, occupation, means proper occupation, it's not a faulty occupation, then it is not cured, then SORA is in the background and then treatment is antisoric remedy, and patient has to stay in the dry mountainous area. Okay, so he is very clear. Dr. Hahnemann tells us endemic diseases, what is to be done? Then treatment is one or two small doses of highly potentized cinchona with proper diet and regimen will readily free him from the disease. But if he is not cured, then he requires antisoric remedy as well as change in the place. He should go to the dry place. So let's see 244 footnote. So what is a footnote? The large doses of cinchona or sulfate of quinine are given in such cases. So the fourth variety, endemic area where people are suffering from malarial fever again and again, the old school treats them by giving large doses of cinchona, that is sulfate of quinine. These remedies are given to clear the marshy intermittent fever. They claim that such patients are cured, but it is the incurable quinine intoxication. So they are giving lot of quinine drugging and it causes intoxication. Aphorism number 245, the management of intermittent fevers. We have discussed the homeopathic treatment to various types of diseases already. So first case of epidemic or sporadic type, give the indicated remedy. Okay. Second variety of the epidemic diseases, give genus epidemicus. Third variety is of the pernicious fevers. So pernicious fevers, that is having the harmful effects but not staying in the marshy area. So in these pernicious fevers, the treatment which is given is the again a similimum is given and to treat the acute attack, and if the recovery is not there, then sora is in background, give antisoric remedies. Endemic diseases which are present for a whole year in the marshy area, because of this marshy, that is damp places, the treatment here is given to the patient as small doses of highly potentized cinchona with proper diet and regimen. But if patient doesn't improve, then he is asked to go to the dry mountainous climate and antisoric remedy is prescribed. So we have given this type of homeopathic treatment to the various types of four types of intermittent fevers. What is the rule? Let's understand the rules of repetition and diet and regimen. So never repeat the remedy as long as amelioration lasts. So Dr. Hahnemann is clearly telling us, don't overdrug, just don't repeat it often, that as long as there is no paroxysm, don't repeat. Every new dose may disturb the amelioration phase and action of remedy. So what is diet and regimen advice? A good nutritious diet and regimen, that is good exercise, as occupation should be proper and patient should be in the dry climate. So these are the guidelines given by Dr. Hahnemann in the treatment of intermittent fevers. Okay, so we stop here. Thank you.